Nothing else. Okay.
Okay, it's live.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, what's going on, Capricorn? This is your reading. If you can tell, I couldn't be bothered apparently to write out the entire word, but this is for you. So this is your May 2021 prediction, monthly prediction. They're kind of coming out predictions and a little bit of a word. You guys know I can't ever just stick to the program. So, you know, at this point, you either love it or hate it. I don't know. But I do want to give some quick disclaimers. The first one is I just have a really overall good feeling about May. No matter what exactly it is that you may be going through in your physical life, like, you know, as like a member of the Matrix, I still feel like on a spiritual level that there is just so many opportunities that are going to be opening themselves up to us as a collective conscious, being, type of, like just being part of the collective, meaning like you're a conscious co-creator is what I'm trying to say, but can't say apparently. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, that that's the overall energy that I'm feeling. So anything that I'm saying, please know that it is laced with opportunity, whatever your cards are saying, because that's really kind of the message that I'm getting for May in general, is just that a lot of doors are going to be opening for us. A lot of opportunities are going to be opening for us. So ashe to that. Also, quick disclaimer, these readings are not for everybody, okay? I am not for everybody. I am a very blunt reader. I call it how I see it, and I don't really read like everybody else. So, if you happen to be sensitive, or if you like someone to just, and it's no offense or anything, but if you like someone to kind of just sweet talk you, or, tell you just what you want to hear, I'm definitely not that person. I'm not that person in real life, and I definitely won't be that person on the internet. So, before I even get started, I just want to let you guys know that, and to also let you guys know that because these are collective readings and this is on a public platform, these are not going to be specific to one person. If you want a specific reading, that I implore you to go and find a reader that you resonate with, that offers personal readings, so that you can get a personal reading done. And yeah, with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump into Capricorn and asking Spirit, what do you have in store for them coming into May 2021? What's in store, please, for the Caps out there? I hope you like your nicknames. What's going on with the Capricorn for 2021, for May 2021, please? Thank you. Chariot. What else, please? Thank you. I had to flip out. I may just pull all of your cards at once, because that's kind of what I'm feeling compelled to do. All right. I'm going to do that. What else, please? Let's pull some from this deck. Thank you. No. This deck. It's the one that needs to be used. What's in this deck? What do they need to hear? Thank you. Anything else from this deck? And I'll just explain everything in just a second. Interesting. Jeez, okay. So let's start out with the tarot. So we have the Chariot, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Moon card, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so a lot of air energy. Very interesting. And then we have the Page of Wands. Hold on. Well, I was trying to make them fit all on one, but that's just not going to happen. So I'll pull those down. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to make everything fit. All right, that's better. So first and foremost, I want to say one, with the Chariot card coming in strong and first, there is a lot of movement that is happening. And I feel like it's movement in like as far as a physical movement. Some of you guys are going to be preparing for a move in May. And this is kind of going to be happening sporadically, Cap. So you know, you may have been thinking, oh, I'm going to stay here for a little bit of time. And it's like, no, you're actually moving, and you're probably going to be moving either in May, or you're planning your move in May. Like you're going to be, the news is going to be sprung on you in the month of May, which you're not going to be too surprised about because I'm telling you now. But yes, some of you are needing or about to get ready to be prepared to move. And so that's going to be an interesting, kind of venture in and of itself, because like I said, it's going to be kind of spur of the moment, something that you weren't really planning on doing. I'm going to pull one for clarification. That's so funny because the last time I pulled a clarifier for Page of Swords, I got Three of Pentacles again the first time. So the fact that I'm getting it again today is very interesting. I feel like you're moving in, and I feel like this has to do with people. You're probably moving in with someone, with a friend, or with a close person. I don't, for some reason, see this being a romantic partner, or maybe you are possibly moving to be closer to people, closer to friends, closer to family. You're moving somewhere where it's like it makes sense on a social level or like a business social level. But wherever you're moving to, you're either moving with friends. I even see a lot of you having a lot more friends after you move as well, finding your kind of close tribe. Some of you are moving to your tribe, and some of you are moving to your tribe, you don't even realize it. But whatever this is, whenever you get into a position, like when you're like, okay, this is where I'm going to go, this is where I am. Once you get settled, I feel like people who are going to be very close to you, friends, like family, or your tribe, are definitely going to start coming out the woodworks. I definitely feel like this is kind of very spiritual for some of you. Some of you are kind of going to feel called to go to a specific place. Like I said, this is just kind of, for some reason, dealing a lot with physically removing yourself from situations or from people. Even with Five of Swords, like it's like you're removing yourself from people. You're kind of having to remove yourself from this energy of like toxicity, this energy of having to, look over your shoulder, watch your back, trying to make sure nobody's actually going to stab you in the back. It's like, kind of always feeling like it's like frenemies. Like, I don't know, some of you have some frenemies in your life, and you're like, okay, I really need to move around and away from this energy and from this place or these people. So yeah, I see a lot of decision making happening in the month of May, and some of you are going to be stuck in that decision making process because you're not actually making decisions. You have Two of Swords out there. I'm going to pull clarify for that. Some of you are having difficulties making the decision, making the commitment to go. And so Spirit is advising for you guys with that with that resolution card, really is what that is. That Four of Swords is to kind of just relax your mind. I would say this is a meditation card as well. So if you find yourself having a difficult time making decisions, that means you need to step outside of yourself. You need to go and consult with Spirit. Sometimes you are unable to see things clearly. And so that's when you want to go and kind of check in with your spirit guides. You want to check in with your ancestors, your angels, or whoever else it is that you seek guidance from that is of wise counsel. Definitely something to do, but whatever this is, it's definitely worth exploring because we have Page of Wands here. I'm going to pull another card for that. Yeah, you're leaving stuff, but you definitely are leaving stuff behind. You're saying May 2021, Caps are saying goodbye to a lot of bullshit. That's what I'm saying. You're saying goodbye to a lot of bullshit. You're saying goodbye to a lot of fuckery. You're saying goodbye to people that don't serve you, and hello to people that are actually going to be on your team and on the same page and actually uplifting you and encouraging you. Definitely want to stay prayed up, meditated up, definitely want to stay on that, because there are things that are going to be happening around you that are not going to be what they seem. Okay, so that spiritual eye is going to need to be activated. Okay, for those of you all who know where I'm talking about with that third eye chakra, make sure that that is something that you are practicing opening and actually using, because like I said, there are things that are kind of happening that are not very like they're not that like what's done in the dark will eventually come to light scenario, like that term, that phrase. I think for you guys, it's about finding out what's done in the dark before it comes to light, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So basically, Spirit is saying you need to figure out what's being done in the dark. And the only way to figure that out is to make sure that you are kind of turned out of the matrix. So stop. I wouldn't pay too much attention to what's going on in the physical realm right now, because spiritually, I think that there are some things that you just need to be made aware of, and I feel like this has to do with someone that you kind of are close to, because again, we have sword energy on either side of that moon card. So to me, it feels like there's someone that you kind of really do need to watch out for. However, this isn't someone that's very obvious to you. So that's why I'm saying that third eye and that intuition. Some of you are naturally intuitive, and some of you need to really work on strengthening that intuition muscle, is what I will refer to it as. But yeah, I know that you guys are probably very go, go, go right now, but this is definitely an opportunity to make some real solid decisions, because this will definitely affect how life kind of goes for you, probably for the rest of this year. I'm going to pull a couple more. Yeah, Six of Swords, you're going somewhere. You're leaving stuff behind. So yeah, again, more and more, it's you're leaving stuff behind. You are in a stage of dismissing a lot of BS, is what I was saying earlier. So I'm going to stop pulling tarot because I think I have kind of hit this nail on the head, that you were saying goodbye to a lot of mess in the month of May. And some of that mess, you're making a lot of decisions. And if you have trouble making decisions, if you're kind of stumped on what to do, that's when you go and take a time out and go consult with Spirit, sit with Spirit, wait for the answer. Okay. I hold purity and high self-esteem. I hold purity and high self-esteem, making sure that you are in alignment. Okay, that is the purest way to have this experience, is to be in alignment with Source. Okay, so again, meditation, chakra checking, chakra balancing. Okay, making sure that you remember how connected you are to everything, and making sure you're kind of walking into that divine energy of whatever that is, whether it's divine masculine or divine feminine. Most of you guys it's going to be divine feminine, but just kind of making sure that you're keeping that into, you're remembering that, okay? Remembering who you are, essentially, as you're going through some of these trials, because this is kind of a trying time for you. Again, still in the name of opportunity, because there's a ton of opportunity here once you take that leave, once you move, whether it's physically. I feel for some of you it's physical, but as I was saying before, you could just be moving around, like moving around some people in your life, removing some people in your life. Abundance comes out for you. I am a limitless being. I said that word right, weird. Being. I am a limitless being, means you have no limits, okay? The sky is not the limit. So I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in a physical reality. Meaning, you can walk in the energy of abundance. It's available. There is a frequency of abundance in which you access, and things begin to flow freely to you without resistance. Okay, I can talk more about that. I don't know. I may want to just kind of talk more about that in a separate video, because the video just be way too long. But just know that there is a frequency of abundance that if you are able to access it, the things that you want to have, to possess, to experience are free flowing. It's real. I'm not joking. It's real. So, and I know sometimes, it's hard for people to understand that. It's hard for people to accept that. And really that's like the hardest thing to do, because after you accept that, once you know it's real, it's smooth. It's really just downhill from there. Like it's without resistance, but just accepting the fact that there's a state of abundance that you can obtain, and that really can shape your physical reality, meaning the things that you see, the things that you experience, the things that you are able to obtain, grasp, hold on to, what have you, cars, houses, vacations, whatever. It's not unreachable. For most of us, it's really not unreachable. It's just about a mindset shift. Doubt comes in after. I release the need to know all the answers. Sometimes you just gotta let things go. Some of you guys are putting your nose into things that do not concern you. I know that, Cap, sometimes you like to there's this kind of sensation of like, I need to win, I need to do good, I need to be successful, yada yada yada. And then sometimes you end up finding yourself in a position where you get information that you really didn't need to know, it wasn't meant for you, and it ends up distracting you from your original path. So this card is coming in to say, don't get distracted, okay? Accept that sometimes you don't need to know the answer. Sometimes you are like that. This entitlement, okay? Because now we're talking about entitlement, making sure that you don't feel entitled to know. Sometimes you don't need to know. Sometimes what spirit has for you is not explainable right now. Sometimes you just need to accept that, or sometimes you just need to kind of let go. You know how people say like let go and let God, like meaning basically take your hands off of it. That's kind of the same idea with this situation, in the sense that you don't always need to know why. You don't always need to understand. Sometimes things happen that are just beyond our understanding. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean it's not real. It just means we lack the ability to fully grasp what's happening and understand it in that moment, but it doesn't make it any less real or true. Okay? That is one of those 3D matrix, like human beings that we like, human type things where we forget on a spiritual level, some things just are. And there's beauty in that too. And there's beauty in not understanding it, but you can appreciate and respect something without understanding it. That's a word. Massage, pleasure, watch a movie. Basically chill out, okay? Chill out. Pleasure, of course, this, talking about physically pleasing yourself, okay? Making sure that you're not ignoring your natural needs, okay? So if you want to get your freak on, get your freak on. Don't stifle that, because there's also a lot of beautiful creative power and energy we can harness in sex. There is sex magic, okay? There is Kama Sutra, okay? Hell, some of you guys, even me just mentioning that, you're like, oh my God, that is a good idea. Go for it. Go have some, go. I mean, look, I'm not for kids, so I hope there are no kids watching my stuff, but yeah, have fun, have at it. You're grown, everybody's consenting. Do you know what I mean? But definitely, let your hair down, okay? Don't be uptight. If you are uptight, and you don't have to admit it here, you know who you are. If you are uptight, this is the time to let your hair down and, take your shirt off and, enjoy yourself. And even if it's just you pleasuring yourself, like, get to know your body. That's another thing that a lot of women, we don't do, is we don't really get to understand our body. We don't know our body. We don't know what our body looks like. You know what I mean? Inside. Okay. So take a moment to explore your body. If that's something that resonates with you, if that's something that you're even curious about, we've got to stop letting other people tell us about our bodies and venture out to explore what that is. Okay. And I also want to say for this, pleasure is inside and out. Okay. That's a word as well that I can talk about in a different video, because some of this stuff is just like, I don't want this video to be too long. But yes, and watch a movie, of course, like I said, just, allowing yourself to take time out to just kind of chill, relax, and spend some time with yourself, because as you're going through this whole filtration system of either physically moving or moving people out, this is something that I feel like is going to, help you keep your sanity, because I see a bit of drama kind of possibly coming headed your way in the month of May. This card says, I am grounded and at peace. It says, when do I feel most peaceful? How can I continue to express this peace within my life? When do I feel most peaceful, and how can I continue to express this peace within my life? As I was saying earlier about peace, like peace is a default baseline that I think every conscious person can, if they could, they have the ability to get to a place where that's where they are, that's where their default, that's where they resonate at. And I was saying, if everyone can get to that point, that state of peace, how a lot of the stuff that we identify as like worldly problems really wouldn't even exist. Now I know that's a long, that's a long order, it's a tall order to fill, but even just people who can hear the words that I'm saying, the sound of my voice, if that's something that resonates with you, one, I would say, I talk about this type of stuff all the time on my channel. Sometimes I just go live and I just have conversations like this. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, you can subscribe here. You can, there are books, tons of books, spiritual books. I suggest trying to find someone that, your soul resonates with, to listen to them express their experiences and their knowledge and wisdom on certain subjects involving energies, frequencies, the state of peace, what that looks like, feels like, all of that. But I definitely feel like peace is the name of the game for you guys as well, and it's trying to figure out where that peace is, what that peace looks like, and how can I, the Capricorns, how can I find myself there? How can I exist in that? How can I bring peace into my physical reality? Okay. And that's going to require some decision making to a source that we had down there. So that is your reading. If that resonates with you, Ashe, I'm so grateful for that, because I know that these do not resonate with everyone. So very grateful for that. If, you like the reading, the content, or me as a person, you can feel free to subscribe if you'd like. If you do, hello. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish out these zodiac readings, but I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.